everybody. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of All in Sports. It's your man, Lee Ice. And of course, I got Flying Brian with me. But we are joined by two special guests. Flying Brian, you want to introduce them?
Yeah, so we have my father, Harry Sweeney.
Hello.
And my son, who's been on here before, Brian Sweeney Jr.
What's going on?
Oh, shucks. It's a family affair, y'all. How y'all doing, man? Harry, it's been a while, man. We go back, like you said before we came on. We go way back, bro.
About 30 years, Leroy.
That's crazy how time flies.
Never a crossword.
Nope. And Brian Jr., this is my first time with you. I've been on with your dad plenty of times.
I mean, of course, I've seen you do the show, so I'm familiar with your work. So we're good.
Yeah, and I watched the show that you did with your father. Me and Big Dog said you're a natural, man.
Oh, it's fun. It's talking sports. It's amazing.
That's it.
He gets that from
It's something we do every day. Something we do every day, man. Hey, y'all, let's thank everybody for tuning in last week's show. Thank everybody for tuning in this week's show. Like I always say, I hope we can entertain y'all doing what we're going through. You know, I don't say the word, but I'm always say, protect yourselves and your family. That's what we have today, y'all, family.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all ready to get things started?
Yes, sir.
Do y'all know how we bring this in?
I think I do.
Put it up, put it up. I know the first thing on the agenda is called the All in State of the Union. Today is brought to you by the one, the only, Flying Brian. What's going on, man?
What's up, Lee Ice? Well, obviously, the big story of the week is Micah Parsons traded to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks and defensive tackle Kenny Clark. He signed a 4-year, $188 million contract, which comes out to $47 million a year, $136 million guaranteed, the highest paid defender in the history of the NFL. How you feel?
I'm going to shock everybody. Congratulations. I'm on Jerry Jones' side. He didn't cave in. What did y'all think?
I think it's an awful lot of money. I'm an old school guy, and Jerry could have got him a lot cheaper if he'd have done it the right way. But he didn't do it the right way.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about just the whole point of the trade. If you're a Cowboys fan, you look at it as that. He didn't cave in. He stood strong. A player sat out. He got what he wanted from another team, but the team, like you said, the team didn't cave. Right? So if you're a Cowboys fan, you look at it like that. If you're a Green Bay fan, you're like, what are we going to do with those first round picks that's better than Micah?
Also, they said, I don't have the exact numbers, but they offered Micah more guaranteed money, Dallas did, but I think it was a 5-year contract and it averaged out to be like 40 to 41 a year, but the guaranteed money was more. Now, with this trade, Vegas has completely changed. So, Green Bay Super Bowl odds went from plus 2,200 to plus 1,200. They went from winning the NFC at plus 1,100 to now being plus 650, which puts them in the top 5 or 6 to win the Super Bowl. To win the division, they went from 250 to 165. Their projected wins went from 9.5 to 10.5. And Micah Parsons is now the odds-on favorite to be Defensive Player of the Year.
He's missed too much time, and when he plays Washington, it's on a short week. I'm not worried.
No disrespect to Micah Parsons, but has he ever won Defensive Player of the Year?
No.
He's no Aaron Donald.
And me and Harry can attest to this. Unless your name is Lawrence Taylor, come on. No defensive player is going to make that much of an impact. Lawrence Taylor and Deion Sanders, those are the only two. Well, my bad, I got one more, Reggie White.
Reggie White did get him a Super Bowl.
Bruce Smith.
And I don't put him on that level because he can't stop the run.
That's what Jerry said. That's exactly what Jerry said.
That a lot.
Yeah, he can't stop the run, man. I compare him to Derek Thomas. Brian Jr., you're definitely too young to know about him. Hell of a pass rusher, but he couldn't stop the run. That's who Michael Parsons remind me of, y'all.
He comes in, you run right past him. He takes a side, a long side, and boom, you're right there. Can't stop.
Dallas odds didn't really change too much. They didn't have much odds anyway. So, but
it's going to improve Green Bay, but I don't think it's going to improve them as much as everybody else does.
Yeah, I mean, he's not that big a difference maker to me. They'll get more sacks, maybe, I guess.
He hasn't led the league in that ever either. So
He's never led
they're winning their games going up. I mean, Vegas thinks that there's going to be a time where Micah Parsons being on the field is going to change one of the games that they play from a loss to a win. That's what they're saying by moving it up.
changing, yeah.
Do I think that that's true? Maybe.
one game. That may not have nothing to do with him.
I mean, so they definitely going to beat the Bears. Wow, okay.
All right, today was one of the most anticipated college games of all time. But it wasn't exactly what people thought. Ohio State defeated Texas 14-7. Arch Manning was 17 for 30 for 170 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Ohio State's quarterback, Julian, 126 yards, 13 for 20, 1 touchdown. And the game was pretty boring. It was a lot of rushing, a lot of bad passes by Arch. But in one of the most hyped debuts in college in probably the last 10, 20 years, it was a little disappointing. What do you think, Leroy?
You're being nice, man. You're being nice. It was horrible. It was horrible. He looked horrible. Texas looked horrible to be ranked #1 team. They didn't score until the third or fourth quarter.
It was late third, yeah.
Stopped at the goal line. He looked horrible.
Yeah, they did the tush push with about a half a yard, and they didn't get
they
it.
got pushed backwards.
Yeah. As the first college game I've never watched a college game my entire life. I asked partially for the show and mostly for the hype of Arch Manning, and he had some bad, easy passes.
Well, I was just about to say, you said it might be the most hyped game. It might be the most hyped game for NFL fans. I think NFL fans are the most disappointed that he sucked. Super college fans are jumping up and down. I mean, similar to Trevor Lawrence, they've been talking about this guy since he was in high school because of his last name, and also because of, he played lights out.
Yeah.
And like you said, it was beyond underwhelming.
Yeah, it was. The first drive was bad,
good
and then it
touchdown
just
pass,
got
was it.
worse and worse. It was bad. And the other guy wasn't that good either.
He threw a horrible interception, man.
Yeah.
Horrible.
All right, just one more quick thing, just because anytime you take a shot at the Dolphins. Dolphins linebacker coach Ryan Crow, arrested on domestic battery charges, is on administrative leave. Apparently pushed a sibling or something. I don't know. But any time for bad news about the Dolphins, you're going to hear it on this show.
What, are you worried?
No, I wasn't worried anyway. But Tua still the quarterback? No, I'm good.
You dug that one up. Yeah. Time for a break?
Yeah, man.
All right, y'all, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we got 3 generations of fandom on here. We're going to talk about how all of that got started, from the oldest to the youngest. All of that and more on All In Sports. We'll be right back.
What's up, this Pastor Q, aka The Voice. Check me out every Sunday on Clear Productions TV Radio Network. My show, man, great ministry. Come check me out.
I could have signed him in April. And so we all know that to have agreements, all parties have to agree. But this was by design. I did make Mike an offer. It wasn't acceptable, and I honor the fact that it wasn't done in the way that he wanted to do it through an agent. So he was made an offer. There's not an ounce of vindictiveness. There's no bad feelings on my part about the fact that we didn't come together on an.
Who's that, Leroy?
That's Jera. He's getting killed, but I like what he did, man. He didn't cave. I hope more owners, take this approach because the money is getting out of hand. I mean,
go by the rules.
Yeah.
You're
I mean,
supposed
he
to
was
talk
under,
to
and
the
that's one thing I don't understand, man. You're under contract.
That's
When
true.
did it become standard that because you're in your last year of your contract, you can basically hold out. They call it hold in, but it's a
Yeah.
holdout. You're under contract.
Well, my thing was with Micah is that when he was drafted in 2021, the hype was that he wanted to go to Dallas. He loved Dallas. He understood Dallas. And if you're a Dallas fan and you understand Dallas, you know it comes with Jerry Jones. I mean, I think everyone gets that. Nobody, Dallas fans get it. And so when I see him laying on a table at their practice, right? Honestly, I'm like,
practice. That was preseason game.
That was a game.
It made me feel better.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, he's totally playing into the Dallas nonsense. Him and Jerry got it. He's practicing behind the scenes. They're finally trades him, and I'm honestly shocked because it was real. And like they actually couldn't come together. They actually did this whole storyline that Jerry wanted, dragged it all the way out so they could just for
Keep Dallas in the news.
For what?
No. That was in the news anyway, but yeah.
Now they're on the headlines. Just like Snyder used to do.
Thank God we got rid of him.
Good.
But hey, man, again, shout out to Jared for not caving in, man. I hope most owners learn from this, because these players, man, they getting out of hand if you ask me, man.
Great.
All right, y'all. We got 3 generations of Sweeneys in the house. Before we get started on how they love sports and what happened and what got started, well, that's what we're going to do now. Who want to go first?
I'll go
Junior
first.
or senior? Not senior. Papa.
Go ahead, Dad.
Yeah.
All right, Harry.
Yes.
What was the moment that you saw in sports that said, wow, I love sports? Just pick it. It could be football, basketball, baseball. What was that moment?
I had already been watching sports since I was 8 years old, which was 1969. We had a baseball team in Washington back then. But the moment would be 1973, January, Super Bowl 7, Washington and Miami. And I was 11 years old, and I told my father, I said, look at this. This is, we're in the Super Bowl, watching our team in the Super Bowl. This is great. I love this. And that would be the moment. I'd already been a fan of Washington for 3 years or so, but that I'll never forget that moment, me telling my father, this is the greatest thing in the world. Our team is in the Super Bowl, and we're watching it. This is great. They didn't win, but it was great.
Okay, so that's not the Riggins one then.
No. This was the first. This was
That's what started it. That's what started it.
Miami's second Super Bowl. They'd already lost to Dallas.
That's the 17-0 Dolphins.
Yes.
Okay.
Dolphins, yes.
George Allen, Larry Brown, Billy Kilmer.
Billy Kilmer, Mike Bass, Mike Brown.
Mike Bass.
Absolutely. Richie Pettibone on that team.
Yeah, Richie Pettibone was number 16. Junior, what was your moment?
I would say, surprise. As much as I love football, I would say my come to to heart with sports, and in terms of like the first time I felt emotion coming from my body was basketball. We were actually watching Wizards playoffs, if you can believe it. Wizards playoffs, Marcin Gortat, Nene, dude, these are legends, and I don't know why I can't tell you. I don't know what game it was, but you can fill me in if you guys remember.
The Paul Pierce game?
The Paul Pierce
playoffs.
Yeah. It was the playoffs. Paul Pierce buzzer beater.
I called game. Yeah.
I'm like, I thought Paul Pierce was a wizard. And, I was like, and he hit that shot, and I just I felt my body jump up, and I'm like, wow, that was awesome. And basketball has never been that exciting for me ever since. And then
that's because the Wizards are terrible.
Unfortunately for Wizards fans, we might be waiting a long time for that.
But that's the peak of the Wizards since Michael Jordan played for them, and they weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a question. Okay, Harry, you're the senior, so Flying Brian, when did Pops ever sit down? Did you and Pops ever sit down? I mean, Pops was a Redskin fan. Were you ever a Redskin fan? When did you become a Buffalo Bill fan? Did you sit down and used to watch games with Pops?
Right. So when I was a kid, I was a Redskins fan because I didn't know any better. The story behind me being a Bills fan is actually based on video games, which is kind of where my sports fandom is generated anyway. Besides wrestling, as a kid, anything that I had to do with sports was because I played Nintendo games or Super Nintendo games. So there was a game back in the day called Tecmo Super Bowl. I know you know what that is. Mm-hmm. Bo Jackson, yeah. I had picked Buffalo by accident. They were the first team on the select screen. For whatever reason, I was playing against my uncle. He didn't want me to reset it and start over for me to pick the Redskins. So Buffalo at that time was Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Bruce Smith. So I beat my uncle at 6 years old. So I'm a Bills fan now. And that's, as a 6-year-old kid, that's how it started.
He stuck with it.
That's 100% true. Yeah, that is the same story for my whole life.
Told that story dozens of times. Yeah.
So Harry, it was just like Brian said, my father used to sit me down and we watched Redskins game together. Did you ever buy him Redskin stuff? Because I had a Redskin thermos and Redskin lunchbox and Redskin sheets, and I had Redskin everything.
Well, we got pictures of Brian Jr. with Redskin gear. I don't know if I bought Brian Sr. Redskin gear.
I would have been 6 to 7 when the Buffalo thing happened, and merchandise back then wasn't like it is now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I followed the Redskins and the Washington Senators because my father did. And
right.
So he did the same thing.
So
did Brian Jr. But once he changed to Buffalo, then we bought him Buffalo stuff.
That's how I was. I became a Redskins because of my father, but I still love him. But Bullets, I still root for the Bullets, but I became a Philadelphia 76ers fan because of Dr. J. Mm-hmm. We went to see, my mother used to get Bullets tickets, and they took me to go see Dr. J. So as like a 8-year-old, 9-year-old kid, you see some guy with a big old afro flying in the air, dunking on people. I'm like, I like him.
Well, my dad followed the Celtics in the 60s. So the first finals I ever watched was 1974 Bucks and Celtics. And I was a Celtic fan ever since. And I used to go watch Larry Bird play the Wizards all the time.
Leroy, take us a break.
All right, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to ask Brian Jr. if his pops ever sit him down and try to make him become a fan. All of that and more on All In Sports.
to them. I'll tell you what, that's good for them that you're asking me about that today. Happy for them. I've always been a fan of Travis. Shoot, I can remember, when we had good breakfast at IHOP, when we hosted him on a visit when I was coaching tight ends back in Washington. It was one of my favorite breakfasts of all times. I've loved watching him go do his thing. And then big fan of Taylor Swift as well. So congratulations to the happy couple. Can't make it up, man. I love it. All right, Matt.
Who was that, buddy?
Oh man, that's
Sean McVay.
That's my head coach, Sean McVay, talking about anything but football, as always. That's awful. Whoever asked him anything about Taylor Swift is diabolical. But it's always a great answer from him.
He mentioned Washington.
Yeah, Washington. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We asked Pops what was his did he try to get Brian? And so we're going to ask Junior, did Brian try to get him to join Buffalo, Bills Mafia, whatever?
Bills Mafia, yeah.
I mean, I will say this. Football, so ever since I can remember, football's on in the house on Sundays, right? And, I know who they're rooting for. And so I will say, because you picked a different team for whatever circumstance, but you did. And so he didn't force me. He let me be whatever I wanted. And when I was really young, I wanted the Redskins to win. I wanted the Bills, but I never felt anything. And please don't ask me why. Eventually, I got super into Sam Bradford when the Rams had Sam Bradford. Number one, man, I thought he was cool. I loved the helmet. I thought the Rams still have the most unique helmet in the league. And the coolest helmet. I just love Sam Bradford. And these guys eventually got me a Sam Bradford jersey, and then it stuck. And I love the Rams. And I eventually started watching it. And when you watch a team and you feel something when they're doing good, you pick the right team.
Good answer.
Put it up here.
Let's do it.
You are a true fan to admit that you like Sam.
Oh, Sam Bradford, dude, a hero. That was a hero. I still got the jersey.
Yeah, he still got the jersey.
Man.
Yeah,
Sam Bradford. Would have never.
Yeah, but you got to tell him one more thing, though, buddy. Tell him that you did go through Dallas for a little bit.
I was like a running backs coach on every other team. I like Dallas. I like the Bengals. We're talking like when I was 5.
Yeah, he was little. He was real little.
But the Rams stuck for a long time.
We give him a break. When you're little, when you're that little, you really don't know.
Now, Leroy, you talked about merchandise. Now, I do remember, and he might actually still have it somewhere. He had a Marshawn Lynch Buffalo Bills jersey.
Number 23?
Yeah, when he was younger.
That's a credit. That's crazy.
I think that's the only thing that you were given for that.
And we got him Barbara bought him a Santana Moss jersey.
Okay, so we both tried, I guess.
That's awesome, man. I'm still blown. Sam Bradford, wow. I think I know him, and it might be another quarterback. It's the reason why they got the rookie limit for quarterbacks now. Because Sam Bradford made him and who was that bum that played for the Raiders?
Jamarcus Russell.
Yes. Sam Bradford, but he wasn't really. He wasn't Jamarcus.
Oh, you're talking about the contracts.
Yeah, the contracts.
You're 100% right. It was Sam Bradford because he was terrible.
I mean, he got paid.
Yeah, for doing
paid. Didn't
all the first round picks all got paid back then.
Yeah, but he wasn't terrible like
Jamarcus. Yeah,
I mean, first pick terrible.
He just didn't live up to his hype.
Right.
Some of them can't.
All right, y'all. I'm going to blindside y'all with this. I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds to think about it. All right? Best father-son in sports. In any sport. Just put it together.
Go ahead, Dad.
I got 5. I'm going to see. I know y'all going to name it at least 2.
Well, if you're going to go, they weren't the best, but the Boones in baseball had father, son, grandsons, and they all made the major league
Wow. All right. That's not on my list.
from the 40s all the way on.
Damn.
And I believe all 4 of them were all-stars.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
yeah, Aaron Boone, Bob Boone, what was the other one? Ray Boone. They all played. But you got the Griffies. The Griffies on the top.
That's our sports lesson today, y'all.
But since you had all 3 of us, I figured if I could find a grandson, father, son, grandson, that would be a good thing to do. But the Griffies are the top 2, and the Mannings.
That's right. I got them. I
And
got
Del
Bobby and
Caffrey.
Barry.
Del
Bobby
Curry,
and Barry Bonds.
yeah, the Bonds and the Currys.
No, I got the Currys.
I know you.
I can't even think of any other sport.
Dion and Shador is current. So
But you got Brett Hall and Bobby Hall.
Bobby
You got
Hall, yeah.
Pals in hockey.
But Shador gotta do something, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he gets talked about more than you got Marvin Harrison Jr. and Marvin Harrison. But
All right.
Good call, Brian. Good call.
Christian McCaffrey, Ed McCaffrey.
Another good call.
That's a modern one.
Frank Gore and Frank Gore Jr. currently on Buffalo Bills practice squad. Frank
So
Gore
doing
Jr.
nothing.
I
Oh,
thought-
well, he's-
Oh, I didn't know they were. Okay.
Yeah, Frank Gore Jr. He had a good
He's on y'all
preseason.
practice squad.
Yeah, I mean
What
I
he
know
play?
that.
Well, don't forget
What's his
Oliver
name?
Luck and Andrew Luck.
He's a running back. He actually had a good preseason. They think he might end up making a team, but he's on the practice squad right now.
I got one. 2 different sports though. Calvin Hill and Grant Hill.
That's true.
Okay.
Very Calvin Hill. Not a fan, but he was a great player.
I might be completely wrong. Isn't Mahomes' dad a baseball player?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He played. Calvin Hill did okay for us.
Yeah, you're right. No, I was going to say he played for us. Yes.
Yeah, he was all right for us. He
Dwayne
was all right
Thompson
for-
wasn't.
I can't think of no women nothing on the women's side, can y'all?
Women's side.
I mean,
Serena and Venus, they got
the
any kids
brothers.
that are playing tennis? The Williams sisters? No, I don't know.
No,
I don't think the
Yes.
father didn't play, did he? He just scared the hell out of everybody. So
Father-son is very dominant in pro wrestling, if you count that as a sport, but we talk about it all the time here. And right now, the top guy in wrestling is Cody Rhodes, and Dusty Rhodes, and the Ortons, and Rock, Peter Maivia.
Wow.
Wrestling, it's
It's a business.
Yeah.
Blood travels through the business.
absolutely.
we got Rick and Charlotte. Oh,
right,
well, that's-
exactly. Rick, there's father. There you
Maybe,
go.
But
maybe a
that's
little.
that's not father son. So we do a
Yeah.
father.
But if I'd have told you Charlotte may be as good as her father, you'd have said no way.
And that, as far as women go, yeah.
Vince and Vince Jr.
Yeah.
That's no. You go Jess. Then Senior.
Before that, his grandfather.
His grandfather did boxing in the 20s at Madison Square Garden.
That's more of a sport than pro wrestling.
That's true.
Boxing.
I'll tell you one that was terrible. Joe Frazier.
That was Joe Frazier.
Yeah,
He's famous for Tyson destroying him. Yeah.
I forgot about Marvin Frazier.
Oh, what about the Cars?
Derek. Oh, Derek or the brothers. The brothers, right? Yeah.
None of their family played.
I don't know. The father for Derek Carr and
I could be told. I don't know. I just thinking of their.
Derek Carr's brother was a first round bust, but I don't think their father
Oh,
played.
I know.
David Carr. Yeah. The brothers.
No, not first round. First pick.
Right. First pick. Yeah.
Oh God.
David
Carr?
Carr for the Texans. Derek. Yeah, but I don't think their father played.
He got sacked too much. Clay Matthews.
Oh,
For
yes,
the Browns and his son
Bruce.
for the Packers.
But Bruce Matthews might have been an uncle. I'm not
Oh
sure.
yeah, Bruce. Yeah,
Bruce.
they were brothers or something.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of Matthews in the league, but Bruce was the first one I thought.
And just because on All In Sports we cover all the sports, Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Hey, no,
that's a good one.
Richard
and the Petties.
Petty.
Yeah, the Petties. All right, Leroy, take us home, man.
It's time to go already.
That's all. That's that time.
Harry, man, this was the first, but I don't want it to be the last, bro.
I enjoyed it. It was a
Put it up, man.
enjoyed it.
Harry, put it up.
I got it.
Come on, man. I know I used to beat you in bowling, but come on, man.
You know what? we had some wars. We had
Oh, some wars, buddy.
And he had Bowling, father and son. Norm Dukes, Pete Weber's father.
Oh, yeah, Pete Weber. Pete Weber's father's a Hall of Famer.
Dick Weber.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
call.
Bowling.
It's fine. Brian would have followed in your footsteps. Chuck been bowling.
Look at Anthony and Anthony's son.
Oh yeah, Anthony Anastasia's son is real good. Mark Anastasia is real good right now. Duck Pen.
Real good one there. That was a real good one. And the Pals, Jeff and Todd.
That's true. And didn't Jeff's wife bowl? Or I know his mother did. Myra.
But Myra, shit, she bowled. All right, y'all, we leave you like we always leave you. Whether you like it or don't like it, learn and love it, because it's the best thing going. For Papa, for Flying Brian, for Brian Jr., we are out of here.